Hello everyone and welcome back. As you can see, we're not wasting any time today and we're straight into the Groovy Grotto. If the video looks a little weird, I had to boost the brightness in GZ Doom's settings because I couldn't see shit while recording. You can probably tell already just based on the previous two videos, but Cacodemons are one of the most common enemies in this hack. Thankfully, our shotgun seems to have slightly more punch than the regular Doom shotgun, and is a pretty good choice at taking them out. But in this very video, we'll be finding something that does the job even better. Don't fuck with evil plants. They hurt a surprising amount when they hit you with their fireballs. Anyway, just down this hallway is the assault rifle. This thing will be one of our workhorse weapons for the entire rest of the game. While you can go full auto with it, I find that rapid-firing semi-auto shots is more accurate, if marginally slower. It's not quite a sniper rifle, but it can hit faraway enemies like Shy Guys or Cacodemons with surprising accuracy. Also, it's a hit-scan weapon, so there's no projectile speed to worry about. This level loops back around on itself a lot, but if we don't take the exact route that I take in this video, we'll spend a lot longer in here than we have to. My first time playing through this level, it took about 35 minutes. This whole video isn't even 10 minutes, so that should tell you just how much taking the wrong route screws you over. This switch opens up a gate on top of the previous room. We'll see where it was in just a few minutes, but for now, back the way we came. In grand Mario tradition, coins mark safety in this hallway filled with crushers. Get clipped by the falling ceiling and you will die instantly, so watch your step. I'm sure your gaze was instantly drawn to the weird little fire orb in front of us. That is an oddly rare power-up in this game. Unless my memory is wrong from an actual week ago, there's less than 5 of them total, though to be fair, it is extremely powerful. Thanks to the way the fire appears to arc from Doom Guy's hands, my inclination is to aim it a little high, but it goes right for the crosshairs in the middle of the screen every time. If we hadn't flipped that switch a minute ago, there would still be a gate here, but thankfully we can now continue on our merry, fiery way. This next hallway is a gigantic crusher trap. The only safe spots are those coins you can just barely see in the distance, so you have to rush forward, wait out the trap, rinse, and repeat as needed. This big coin is a bit mean. I couldn't figure out how to get it for the longest time. It turns out the only way to beat the crusher is to wait on the lip of the platform. Jumping will have you fail again and again just in front of the coin. The exit to the cave is actually just ahead through that gate to the left, but we have to go the long way around to flip a switch first. I also seem to remember my first time through having a lot more trouble with these platforms. I couldn't go practically 2 jumps without sliding off and dying. This yellow door is the first bonus door in the game. If we hadn't gotten the yellow skull key, we couldn't get the goodies behind. The big heart is especially appreciated because it's a full heal. You usually only see those outside of boss arenas. If nothing else, playing this hack will make you really good at regular-ass Doom 2. There used to be a time where I wouldn't dare get that close to a Hell Knight. Now, ha! Child's play. Oh god, this section. I have very strong memories of dying in this next section. A lot. This was before I started abusing quick saves like I've been doing. There are some jumps coming up that are pretty nasty, and I was still foolishly believing that regular players weren't expected to complete all this precision platforming with only 3 checkpoints in the level. I'm not sure if the evil plant can hit you with its fireballs from where it's sitting, but it's a chance I'd really rather not take. This part right here. These next several jumps are where I had so much trouble in my first time. It's just a bog standard tiny platform above an instant death pit, so standard fare for this hack, but for some reason I had just so much trouble with it. And back we go, because I'm sure you also saw that gate a few jumps back. That's where the last big coin in the level is. The good news is, now that we've flipped all the switches, there's only a few more jumps between us and the exit. You probably have already guessed that I'm not a big fan of this level. It's a bit too far up its own ass with regards to slippery, instant death platforming, and the crusher traps that were so prominent in the first half disappear completely for the final section. It doesn't really have a cohesive theme other than difficult first-person platforming level that is coincidentally set in a cave. These final jumps aren't even all that difficult if you jump off of the platforms at their height. Indeed, the hardest part is just dodging the monster attacks while trying not to fall off. The first world is probably the most boring of the hack. Things start getting a lot more interesting once we're out of the generic grasslands theme and into the weirder stuff. After the first world is the desert, which sounds standard enough, but the level design starts getting a lot better and it only improves from there. So just hang tight, because things won't get quite this dire or dark again. The X is just up ahead, so I want to thank y'all for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for a much more interesting level, the Oriental Garden. See you then!